What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 64 of Touched by an Angel. We go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversations that have the power to transform people's lives. So let's see what God does. What's up, young fella?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
I am excellent, man, and just for the record, I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct?
Thanks.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. Here's the thing. See, life is cold out here, it's bitter, and I'm out here in the cold. I know you cold, but life has a way of forcing us all to get uncomfortable in order for us to get comfortable.
Exactly.
Right? So with all the uncomfortable stuff going around in the world, the negativity, everybody hating, nobody wants you to be higher than them. What are you doing to stay out of the way and to keep your peace?
Working, making progress, staying focused. You know?
That's excellent.
Trying to elevate.
No, you on point. Working, making progress, trying to elevate, trying to stay focused, achieving your goals.
Right.
That's what's up, because here's the thing, you get it. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything, right? So here's the thing, I feel a lot of great stuff coming from you, and this is what I couldn't tell you. I feel on the inside, I tap into souls. So if you allow me in a little while, I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel from you, but I want to hear your perspective. Brag on yourself a little bit. What's your strengths? When you come around, they like, yo, he bringing this to the party. I know he bringing this music. Brag on yourself right now. Be arrogant about yourself. What makes you shine?
My intelligence. I do a lot of reading. Working on it. Learning how to do the stock market thing.
Nice. Investments, yes.
Investments. I'm certified in concrete masonry.
Excellent.
And life keep on going. I'm still ripping myself. Elevating, never stop.
You want to hear how sharp you are, right? This is episode 64. I ask similar questions on all the interviews. I kind of go with what I'm led. You're the first person to lead with intelligence as your strength. And then you supported it by saying, I read a lot. You know what I mean? I'm out here, I'm studying the stock market. This. So here's the thing. Give me a book. Give me a book that you read. Give me a book that's touched your life. I don't want to put you on the spot, but give me something that has touched your life.
You want one book or a bag of books?
Give me one.
The name of it or the actual book?
Give me the name of it.
It's Napoleon Hill. I can't think.
Think and Grow Rich. Listen, that's why I told you to give me one, because I'm well read as well.
Right. Okay.
And I figured I may know the book that you're talking about. That's one of the greatest books. Let me give you a quote from that book that's going to help you right now. He that does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. So all this adversity you're going through right now, you still pressing toward the mark for the prize of the high calling in Christ Jesus. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to get rewarded, my friend.
Thanks.
You can get rewarded, and I'm here to just let you know, listen, your blessings ain't in vain, your work ain't in vain, you're going to get rewarded for the fruits of your labor. You feel me? So we're going to shift gears a little bit. I asked you your strengths and things like that. What pisses you off the most about life and about people?
Oh man, ignorance, disrespect.
You want to
tolerate it.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's it.
Ignorance, disrespect, you can't tolerate it. You know why? Because it's almost like Superman. What's Superman's kryptonite? What's Superman's what takes Superman down? I almost said it.
To be honest with you, I wasn't a TV person.
Oh, it's kryptonite. Superman, if he was around kryptonite, he would lose all his power. So let me tell you about you. You led by saying intelligence is my greatest strength. So the opposite of intelligence is ignorance. So you align with the truth, because what you're saying is an alignment. Ignorance should piss you off if you prize yourself on intelligence.
Right.
So that's excellent. Can I tell you what I feel from you?
What?
Oh man. First of all, leadership, that's without saying. But people have been telling you that your whole life. In fact, people have been telling you so many different things your whole life, you've been a little confused. And you had to kind of dip to the side to try to kind of find your way.
That's real life.
Am I touching on something?
That's real life.
All right, I'm going to keep going if you let me. Listen, one thing I learned when I was in one particular church years ago, you got to find out your spiritual gifts, right? You know, leadership, teaching, prophecy, giving, all of those are gifts.
Giving, especially.
Yes. But one thing, all gifts have pros and cons. So one thing that I learned my gift was, which made me so confused, I have the gift of leadership, so all of the other gifts flow through me. But I was confused because I'm like, yo, I'm not just this. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I'm more than that. I'm this. That's who you are.
Yeah.
That's who you are. So I can only imagine you had to dip off to find your way, and you got to keep doing that to find your way, because you're the person that they say an old soul. Like, you've been here, but you heard that shit. You've been here before. You're not your normal Joe. I know feelings. I know soul. You're not your normal Joe. You're here for a specific purpose. We all are. We got a fingerprint that nobody can match. But yours is huge. You got a major purpose on your life, my brother. And you said, am I touching on your truth a little?
You are.
Expound on it. Talk about it a little bit. Because I just met you.
What you mean? Talk about it.
Meaning, you don't got to give specifics, but just talk about the journey a little bit of how you are. And life's a continuous journey. So tell me how you had to dip off and kind of go against the grain so you can develop yourself and learn who you really were.
Oh, man. That situation is a little bit personal because it got shit to do with family, so I can't really.
Yeah, don't dive into that. Just talk around it a little bit if you could. If not, okay, cool, no worries.
That was my biggest downfall. What made me change my whole perspective on life and look at things differently. So
I got you. Well, here's my thing. I encourage you, my brother, because I know the stock that I know what's in there. And here's the thing: the one thing that keep rearing his head when I feel what's coming from you, it's a lack of forgiveness. You got a boundary up, and unfortunately and fortunately, that boundary that you have up, that's blocking the blessings from coming right in. Because here's the thing about life, and it's all right, my brother, we gotta forgive the offender before we can accept the offense. See, you wondering why I can't wrap my mind around this thing that happened to me, what I had to go through. Why I can't wrap my mind around it? Because you're going the opposite way. You're trying to understand it because you're so smart, you're so intelligent, and you can fit everything else in. Why can't I fit this in? You gotta forgive them first. And here's the thing, you don't want to forgive them because it still pains you. And here's the thing, forgiveness is not for them, it's for you.
Right.
Because see, forgiveness unlocks and releases you from emotional, psychological, and spiritual bondage. It gives you the power to accept that situation. So you first got to forgive the offender, the person that did it, before you can accept the offense. And that's what's blocking you. And that's what God sent me here today. Because the truth of the matter is this, my brother, I'm being led too.
Right.
All the stuff that you had to go through, I had to go through in a different way, so that I can stand in front of you and connect with you.
right.
I feel like I've known you for years. You know what I'm saying? And you must feel something from me because, listen, I thank you for being open and true, but that's part of your gifting.
Yeah.
You can let the tears flow openly because you got a big heart. And that's what everybody mad at you for. That's why everybody been mistreating you. That's why everybody want to make you feel like you don't fit. That's why everybody want to make you feel like you less than. Because it's really the opposite. You're really greater than. You really a leader amongst a bunch of followers, and they're mad because they feeling something from you that they can't produce. And I'll give you a rapper that say it best. Nas. People see their own failures through someone that's more realer. You're not trying to outdo them. You're not trying to be more real than them. It's from what's inside of you, my brother. And what's inside of you is magic. That's why you got to go through this. That's why you had to go through that. That's why you got more challenges in front of you. Because here's the hard truth. The only way we can grow is by being challenged. Fill in this blank for me. If I can only add this one thing to my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. Or if I can only remove this one thing from my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. What would you add, or what would you remove?
What would I add?
Or remove.
Or remove?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would remove anything. I mean, I respect everything I went through, whatever the case may be. What would I add? Better. I would have to be more consistent in what I do, probably.
More consistent in what you do. So you know what inconsistency shows me? Sometimes you're not certain at what you're doing. It's a lack of assurance.
Right.
So you know what a lack of assurance shows me? A divide in your thinking. And let me give you a scripture. A double-minded man is unstable in all their ways. And let me tell you something about greatness. Greatness is not relative to a lot of people. Because greatness is not common.
Right.
Mediocrity is common because everybody. But greatness is called greatness because it's not common. It's like, who you? What they? That's what you are. So you gonna have to go the road less traveled. You gotta go the uncommon path. So you're not gonna have a lot of people that can relate to you. That's why you've been inconsistent. Because you're second guessing yourself. You're saying, oh, I'm doing this, but nobody else doing this, but I know it feels right. Listen, let me tell you what life gonna force you to do. Life gonna force you to do this. All the people you know and admire, they're gonna be all over here party over here, party. Bright lights, everything you like, it's gonna seem like it's over there like, yo, come on over here. And you like, damn, I wanna go. Not on the inside, you don't feel like you want, but externally, it's like, yo, that's where it's at. But you know deep down inside that they frauding. And guess what? They know deep down inside that they frauding too. But guess what they saying? Well, if I die, if it happened to me, it's happening to all of them too. So party over here. But guess where you gotta go? You gotta go on the other side. Ain't no bright lights. Ain't nobody partying. In fact, there's nobody over there. All you see is the entrance to the door. But guess what's amazing about that entrance? It fits you perfectly. And everything in you is telling you gotta go that way. That's what you gotta get comfortable with doing in this life. Because not only are many other people not gonna be able to relate to you, but they're gonna be jealous and angry at you for nothing. Just because you're walking around with the magic. So I commend you, my brother. Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
Get comfortable in the club.
I appreciate
because guess what? Greatness is earned every day.
Yep.
No elevators. You got to take the steps.
Gotta work towards it.
But let me tell you the beauty of it. You get to stand on top of your dreams. You get to align with your highest purpose in life. You talk real estate a little bit, plumbing, you gotta line the pipes up right so that the water can flow through smoothly. Yeah. If it's one pipe that's a little to the side, even though everything else it's gonna have spillage. All of this journey is for you to get in alignment with your truth. Align your words, thoughts, and actions up with your truth. It takes boldness to do that. That's when you can become more consistent. Because you're going to say, F the rest of them, I get it, that's for you, but this for me, and I believe in it. You need more power, you need more faith. Yeah. You need God at your core. That's the gist of all of this. You need God at your core. But here's the beauty of it. He was there before. For sure. He was there before, and I can feel it, and I know it. This is what I'm here to tell you, my brother, with everything in me. He just wants you back. He wants you back, my brother. He wants you back. He wants you back. He wants you to get things back to the way they used to be. Because guess what? At one point before this crazy, this insensitive world jumped on you, you was living a blissful life. That wasn't no coincidence. That wasn't that was then. No, he trying to get you back to that. But he gave us a free will, so you got to go first. And you know what you got to do. And that ain't for you to share here. You know what you got to do. I'm gonna let you go. Get the people something. What can you tell those people out there that's inconsistent and can't get out of their own way, feel like I don't fit, I don't match with all of them? What can you tell them to stay optimistic and keep their confidence until they find their own village and the people, places, and things that they supposed to be? Stay
away from the people that don't align with the
truth.
Yeah.
Give him some more. You got a lot in there. Give him some more.
I can't think of it right now.
It's like, listen, we gonna wait. I know it's a little emotional. I know I caught you off guard. Who this stranger coming, tapping into my soul. But guess what? This what God would have did all this just for you. Just for you. So you ain't the only one.
No, I'm not.
No, give him a word. Give him something. A little more. What can they do when they feel hopeless or helpless? Like, yo, what can I do? What should they do?
Right.
Yes. So I'm talking about the intelligent one. You got all of the tools. Listen, we all fall short. None of us arrive. So even though we talk about some of the gaps in there, you glowing. You got the magic. Your stuff is all that. So anything you say to them is going to be helpful. I appreciate that. Let me ask you this. Do you feel better now after doing this interview than you felt like who this strange bull coming up to me saying he wanted to do an interview a couple minutes ago?
Yeah, I do, because it makes me think more, get more perspective in life.
Excellent. I appreciate that. So here's the thing. When they say, what was you over there talking to the bull about? Just tell them I just been touched by an angel. My man. But here's the beauty. Here's the hard truth. you're really walking around with the magic. For real. For real. So they'll come, because here's the thing about the magic. Many can't relate to it. It's appealing to everybody. Most people don't accept what's appealing to them if they can't produce that appealing factor themselves. So you're going to be hated. You're going to be disrespected. You can't take it personally because it's all about what you carry. You're carrying the magic. Never forget it. That's why you had to go through that thing. That's why you had to go through what you're going through now. But just know it's taking you to a place, my brother, that many people can't go because they can't endure it. You're going through all of this so you can be prepared to endure what God has for you without messing it up. Because God can't let his blessing come back to him void. So you got to make sure you battle tested before he give it to you. He can't be like, oh, my brother's ready. Here's the blessing. Oh, shucks, I didn't see this. See, God can't do that. He got to be all the way. That's why you got to go first. You got to show your worthiness. And then he going to unleash it.
So in a way, I'm not all the way there.
You're not all the way there for what you're about to get.
Yeah.
However, you're right where you're supposed to be.
I'm on the path.
Yes. All of the answers to life problems are in the mirror. You just got to be bold enough to accept what you see and disciplined enough to reframe the picture. Mm-hmm. So the thing that happened to you, that's not your truth. That's the other person's truth that violated you. They just was selfish and forced you into their truth. But your truth is how you take that and reshape it and reframe it to benefit you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I just read something just like that, so similar to what you just said. So, yep.
You on your way, my brother. You on your way. Did you think anything else you want to say to the people before we close?
Man, this is all of a sudden. I usually have a lot to say, but not right now.
God bless you. Listen, I love you, brother. Thank you for having this time for me and for them. Because this includes us, but it's not about us. Right. It's about us using our gifts, developing our gifts, and giving them out to the world. See, we're not just physical beings here living on earth having a spiritual experience. No, we're spiritual beings here living on earth having a spiritual experience. The only time we come out of the spirit is when we operate through pride and ego.
Exactly.
It's all spiritual. So that thing that you felt like, oh, I'm different, I feel like, you got the magic. That's the difference you're supposed to have. They the ones that's ignorant and lost. Stand on that, my brother, and you're going to be great because it's already in you. There it is. Last thing I'm going to say to you. This brother, if you knew what I felt standing next to this brother, then you would start finding people to stand next to you like this. The energy that's coming out of this brother, the sincerity, the transparency, the pureness of heart is precious. Let your light so shine before man, regardless of what they saying, regardless of how ignorant they are. Let your light so shine before man so they can see your good works and glorify our Father who's in heaven. They ain't even got to tell you that they appreciate you and admire you, but just do God's work.
Right. Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Right.
Y'all be blessed. Well, I said that wrong. Y'all be great. More importantly, be blessed.